All right, so you are trying to figure out how to make money as a woodworker. Well, today I'm gonna give you the two big strategies that we find to making money as a woodworker. Let's dive in. Hey, well, welcome back to the channel. I'm so grateful for your time and your attention. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you go check out the Handmade Business Secrets podcast, where you can listen to all this content while you're in the shop working, driving down the road, and you can start developing your woodworking business or handmade business skills. And so in today's video, I want to talk to you about two different ways to make money as a woodworker. A lot of people, as soon as they start thinking about making money as a woodworker, they only think of one way to make money, and that is to create products. Seems like that makes sense, right? But I've got a tip for you. I've got a secret for you, and there's another way to make money as a woodworker. I'm gonna save that for you in the second part of the video, but let's dive into the building products part of the video. Listen, very straightforward. You find product market fit, okay? So you go look, you study, you go to Etsy, you go to Pinterest, look at your local flea markets, you look at your local trade shows, and you find what's selling that you can make, you start making, and you start selling those things. That's what you're doing. You find products that sell. You build them, you promote them, you market them, you sell them, you make them, and there you go. You make money as a products-based woodworker. Very straightforward. This is what most people think of when they think of this. Now, with that being said, there are different little variations in how you do this to be more profitable. One thing that I highly recommend is that you're not just going and building something hoping that later that it sells. I find that everybody that I talk to, they can't sell it, or they can't sell it for the money that they wanted to sell it for when they start doing this, unless you're a world-class woodworker, which people are willing to spend big bucks and you already have a ton of influence, things like that. For most of us that are starting in our garage, that you're trying to get some traction, you need to go find what sells. You need to start promoting it before you build it. And if you want to know how to do that, you should check out the Handmade Hero Academy. I show you how to find product market fit before actually spending any money on anything, building anything, and starting getting your name out there and getting some traction, okay? That's the first way to make money, what you traditionally think of, right? Here's the second way to make money as a woodworker. It's simply by creating influence and creating content. That's it. So follow me for a moment, okay? Let's say that you develop this really cool way to record you building tables. You have a ton of humor in it. I think about Bourbon Moth Woodworking. He's super funny, he's witty. That's really kind of shines in all of his videos. Well, he literally built a YouTube channel of over like 200,000 subs in a year simply because he put out content for other woodworkers that they like to watch. They like to follow him. Same with like the John Maleckis. One of my good friends, Tyler Shaheen, he has a ton of followers on TikTok and Instagram creating content all around woodworking. Deandra Howard with Work Boots and Glasses. She has over like almost 30,000 Instagram followers, I think now. She signed a deal with Lowe's doing their video content, right? This is how this works, is you stay consistent with content creation. It is very difficult when you're first starting out to do both of these really well. Like you're building this giant business all around product, and then you're also building this giant business all around content. These are hard things to do at the same time. I couldn't do them at the same time because I realized that trying to record all this content was slowing me down. I couldn't get stuff built. So I focused on building a product-based business, and now I'm coming back around and I'm building the content side of things. But let's say that you're like, hey, I don't want to just work myself into the ground all the time. I don't want to be a product-based business. I don't want to have a ton of orders, a ton of backlog. I don't want to build that kind of business. I would rather have a content-based business. You can absolutely build a content-based business, and all you have to do is start working on creating a following. Now, I say all you have to do. It's really hard to create a following. Listen, we've been doing videos here on YouTube for a long time. You know, we have, at the time of this recording, we have, I think, almost 1,300 subs, and we have been going hard in the paint, y'all, for like 8 months, okay? So it is not easy to create a following. And it may just be a niche thing. You know, I'm talking specifically to woodworking business owners, those that want to start businesses. There's just not a whole lot of woodworking business owners out there.
There are dozens of us. Dozens!
Now, general woodworking, there's 300,000 woodworking hobbyists in the United States, if not more. It might be easier to create content around that and cater to those people. But essentially, once you start creating a following, big brands, tool companies, software companies, anybody that creates a product that would serve your audience is going to start looking at you and saying, hey, I would love for them to talk about my product. I would love for them to talk about our work boots. I would love for them to talk about our miter saws or our table saws. I'm going to send them one and then give them an affiliate link or pay them every month to promote our products. I know a couple people that are doing upwards of $8,000, $10,000, $12,000 per month right now in affiliate deals with these big brands. Another great benefit of that is anytime that you go to expand or try to grow your woodworking operation, instead of having to go buy everything, you can reach out and say, hey, you know, I have 50,000 followers on Instagram. Would you be willing to send me a free blank, whatever it is that you need, in order for some reviews and some feedback on my page? engage. And a lot of times they will. And so this is one of the really cool things about becoming an influencer and creating content inside of our niche, is that it allows you to really make a lot of your profits, not from what you build, but from the content that you create. On the other side of this, when it comes to creating content, you can make a lot of money from brand deals where you're talking to these big brands that are either paying you every month or paying you a one-time fee to create content for them or giving you product or whatever that might be. Then you can also create plans like furniture plans, renderings or drawings, templates or anything like that that you can sell to a woodworking audience. Hopefully this is helpful. Let me know what path you're taking in growing your woodworking business, whether it's going to be product-based or it's content-based. I'd love to connect with you and visit with you. Listen, if you're trying to build a strong product-based woodworking business, I want you to check out either the Handmade Hero Academy if you're just starting out, or the Woodworking Business Accelerator program if you're doing anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 a month. We are going to help you scale that business, bring in more revenue, bring in more profits, hire employees, scale your operations, and ultimately give you some freedom back inside of your business. So with that being said, love each of you guys. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that up here, down there, and we'll see you in the next one.